Nod
right now.
says, "Alright, I'll be there," and dives behind a statue or something, and he's gone.
Bye-bye.
He took it amazingly well, considering he just got like resurrected after like horrible pain and what.
Probably. I don't really remember what his personality was like. It's been
Yeah,
too long.
that's why I really don't want him to return.
They never come back the same. Steel says.
That's this too. That is.
It's like the Lazarus Bowl from Batman.
Okay, so we did that. Okay, and I think at this point we see as we pan out from the people on the flying castle, we see that the sun is going like quicker and quicker as the days are passing, and we find ourselves at some point in the future, few weeks later, as some things have changed. For example, currently the Eternal Wanderers Guild, its headquarters are in the Flying Castle. Basically, to say to Raj, because I said to you guys like several times, the rooms inside the castle are as big as plot demands.
That's a status.
Yeah, basically the rest of the party realized that basically this flying castle is somewhat like TARDIS. It can be much bigger on the inside.
You measure it once, and then you go measure it again the next day, and the measurement's different.
Yep, that's the easiest way to explain that. So yeah.
So the bank vaults, for instance, you fill it up, and then you go back to it, and there'll be more space. And you'll just be like, what the fuck?
Maybe some technical difficulties or something, I don't know.
Why the token's not working?
Nah, not uploading. Anyways, so yeah, one thing, the guild is officially like, basically they're living in the flying castle. Second thing, Asmarius, along with like help from Varion, finished a relay of teleportation circles. So basically people on Dragon Island can teleport between each city, and also from some places on Dragon Island, Asmarius set up the teleportation circles so people can teleport directly into the flying castle. Of course, if they have like, you know, password, to be fair, like, you know, word of power and direction, not direction, just if they have a clear, basically a word, a password to get in here. And there's like and as long as you are within this plane of existence. So that's the thing. The others, am I to assume that Endif, over the weeks that were passing by, apart from training, he was like shaping up the Kim, and instead of rebuilding the Order of Flame, he just made him and maybe some other recruits just members of Eternal Wanderers. Like, they technically they can call themselves Order of the Flame because they are not Gestalt and they are not immortal, but like in practice they are working along.
Yes.
With,
and their goal is to build an army from the refugees. We don't need an order, we need an army.
Huh. Well, building an army for refugees, you know, some people might not be willing to fight.
Yeah.
Some people might, because they had enough of war, death, and they just want to be left alone. So I
Just
probably will need some few
Well,
diplomacy.
we will use the
Well,
one of my
You know, maybe somebody gives like inspiration speech, and some people decide that if we do not take a stance, then who will?
I have a recruiting phrase that is actually from a great movie. Is that this world's about to be destroyed, and you live in it too. So why not help defend it?
More like yeah, but you know, some people still might think not my not my problem. It might be my problem, but I believe like other people will be able to like resolve it. You know, the mentality of people that they believe the problems will be resolved by somebody else. But okay, I mean, yeah, if you like it's not a literal like destruction of a plane of existence. It's like cleaning the slate from being civilizations and whatnot to give a new beginning, reset the cycle.
It's like saying your money is being, the bank is merely taking your money. It's not robbing you.
Well, yeah. Yeah, also about the castle, all mundane upgrades on all levels are like maxed out.
Nice.
Some weapons on tower should work, although I don't think I set any upgrades for them. They just have whatever power they have. It is. And also probably like to say what Lysander is doing when Adam is not here. Basically, he's spending majority of the time in library, and from time to time he's also working with Varion, assuming he had the time. He was working over the weeks about like trying to figure out the deal with Greater Servant Summoning, and figure it out how does it work, and if it can. How fast can castle go now?
So should we start with the whole recruitment speech?
Yeah, we can do that. Oh fuck, I forgot. I would probably would want to do one more thing, because that would happen earlier. 2 or 3 days.
Right, the whole getting the weapon thing.
Yeah, I mean, getting the weapon when you got it. I assume it's stored safely, and when the time comes, one of you will just get it, and then throw it at the like.
Right,
I mean, when you get it, if you want to, you can give me a knowledge. Like, if you like cast detect magic on it, you can give me knowledge arcana and or spellcraft. Although knowledge arcana has.
Knowledge arcana is +10 and spellcraft is 12.
Does it count as a martial weapon?
The base of this thing is a spear, is a throwable spear.
Knowledge arcana.
You know, like a gay bulk from Fate.
Right, so 32 knowledge arcana.
Give me one time just answer the question. And if it can go up and down, it could previously, like it can land. It can go up, but I'm gonna from now prevent you from interplanetary travel and going into space.
Or I was thinking, oh hey, there's an army or a castle here that's controlled by the enemy. Let's just drop the castle on top of them.
That's an interesting idea. Yeah, it could work like that. Although, I'm thinking, like, I don't know, have you played Killzone 2 or 3?
Nope.
Basically, it's not really possible, like, I imagine the scene, because at Killzone 2 there's a scene when one of the big, like, landing ships got disabled, and then it dropped on the planet, and the drop was slow. So the thing is, you can drop the castle on the an army, but the castle cannot force itself to fall quicker. It just drops and glides with its might.
It would still be pretty dang.
Yeah, it will still
Effective.
do a lot of damage and a nice shockwave. That's correct.
hmm Hopefully we don't open another Eye of Chaos by doing this, but
Yeah, basically with 32. Anybody else doing that roll?
what is it?
Knowledge Arcana.
I thought I was going at it alone.
Let me check what my knowledge arcana is.
I mean, if somebody else wants to also check it, then I don't think there's a problem. Okay, so yeah, Genkiro. You are immediately certain that this weapon, the Grandmaster at Oteron was speaking truth. It's like one-use weapon, because you are pretty sure that when you take it, the powers that spark from it will also affect you. So whoever takes it will need to resist something. Then when you throw it, you also resist something, and then of course you need to and then assuming you are not a giant that can throw spears from thousands of feet away, you'd also need to be sure that you will be able to either survive the being in the blast radius or teleport away, because you are certain that this weapon packs a punch. It will explode on impact, almost not like a sun, but you are certain that maybe minus the gods, greater deities, this weapon has ability to literally one-shot every enemy.
Can it kill a god?
You are not certain because you don't feel that special taste that this is a deity killing weapon.
Yeah. It's broken after all.
Let's ask Lysander to.
Although you're
You don't want
almost sure that if God gets hit by it, he will be seriously messed up, and it will make matters easier to finish him off. Maybe it might not kill him off, but it might take off his divine protection, make him vulnerable to mortal weaponry. Fuck, sorry, I have a phone.
Let's kill a lawful good god.
That's who's going to come in and slaughter everybody. We're not actually sure if they're chaotic evil gods or not, but we're going to try to stop them from killing everybody. The giant cereal.
Pick this up, folks.
But yeah, so that's the whole thing, is that on the maps you'll see things that are White Gate, Silver Gate, and Black Gate and whatnot. Those are pretty much gates to the realm of the gods that control this place, and they're going to send armies of minions through it to slaughter us soon, because we started growing a tree of Yggdrasil, and they don't like that. Among other reasons.
I'm pretty sure what you learned later, that this thing, what is happening, it would happen either way.
Like I said, among other things, it just might be happening sooner because we're growing a tree.
Yeah. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, it was a matter regarding university. Okay, so what was I saying?
You get top hat and a sword when you graduate?
Nope, we don't get that thing in Poland. Anyways, what I was saying, yeah, this spear might not kill the god outright, but it will make him vulnerable to finish him off by other means.
So we're talking about killing a deity.
That's pretty much Endit's goal.
Well, we probably have to anyways, given what's invading. So I wanted to become a god to better fight the gods, but Immortal's probably good enough with this spear.
So Steel Song hears this, and he's gonna search his knowledge to see about. He's gonna try and figure out more about the personality of this deity.
Which deity? Just so you know, I'm not like I'm probably
We're
not
not going
using
after any
standard
specific god.
Pathfinder deity. There's like some unspecified jerk-ass gods deities that are treating this world as a basically a penal colony.
Is he evil?
It's the thing is, it's not one god. It's a lot of gods that made this world to throw things they don't like in here. And since we're trying to escape, they're all gonna collapse on us real soon. So
it might be like all of the gods or something, not just the evil ones.
You don't know that yet.
yeah, we don't really know it much.
Oh wow!
Except
So that's pretty far off.
We're just pissing off everybody by doing
yes,
this.
that's been our goal since the beginning of this campaign.
Oh jeez.
I wouldn't say it was probably Marius's goal since the beginning. I wouldn't say ours.
Yeah, but we
Was
kept
our
using
first thing like
Asmarius
going to
for-
war with the orcs? Whatever
Yeah.
happened
Which
to that
we-
anyways?
Well, for now, the first at the beginning they got pushed back, and then nobody. I mean, apart from that one operation when you decided when you delayed awakening of that great worm elder dragon.
Weren't we just doing that on the way to the Azure Empire anyways, though? It's like, oh, we should probably stop this while we're flying over it.
Something like that, I don't exactly remember.
Anyways, yeah. So,
Okay, so that's the thing, and yeah, now I remember what I wanted to do next. 2 or 3 days after you arrived back, you receive a message. Probably you receive an official nice envelope, even though Varion could personally ask you to arrive, but he just plays the entire ceremony, and you get official invites because there is a need to conduct oh fuck, I forgot the word in English. Not mourning, to say farewells to the fallen comrades
Funeral?
of the funerals need to happen.
Wake.
maybe?
More like funerals
God, they're
and the
awake?
wake. Yeah, wake. Yeah, because I remember I was searching English equivalent of the word stipa because because wake is we call this stipa here. Yeah, wake, which is interesting. Anyways, so yeah, all of you get official in nice envelopes invitation that in the main cathedral of Dragonhide City there will be a mass funeral ceremony for all fallen, not only all fallen comrades from the guild, but also all those innocent people that were just in the wrong place in the wrong time, because as you remember, that bomb go off big time. It didn't only destroy your building, but it just flattened out 3 or 4 blocks radius. So it killed few people.
Right, so
So are you planning to appear?
yeah, I cast a minor illusion on myself to put on some mourner's clothes.
I go decked out of my armor still. It's actually a rather reasonable idea, because
Maybe you
what
should
better
put on
time
some
to attack
pants,
the
though.
survivors? Right?
It might be a good idea if you put on some pants, though.
I told you.
Wait.
it's
Wait, and it
not
hasn't been
like
wearing any
that.
pants this whole time?
A loincloth, but nothing else.
Like, he has like an outfit that, like, his clothes that he wears, and then he has his armor. It's not like that.
And
I
then
just
there's
forgot.
nothing
I
below.
just forgot to put the outfit down in my inventory.
You forgot it when you left the flame, guys.
And I have still yet to put it down in my inventory. So technically, no, I'm not wearing anything under my breastplate.
Okay. Also, it reminded me of one thing. Apart from invitation, Varian, like one day, one-on-one, like comes to Steel Song and ask me, that technically City has its priest, but I would appreciate it if you, as cleric yourself, and a man who knew some of these people, if you can lead at least one, be one of the people that will lead the ceremony.
Of course.
Then he nods. I thank you. And then of course he says the time and date when it will be.
I'll keep it in mind, and I'll offer words of comfort to this this individual. You went kind of down when you were talking, so it sounds like he's kind of sad.
Well, he's a guild master and he treated a lot of like his members as he's like a almost like a Makarov from Fairy Tail. So it really like he still feels pain from losing basically like his extended family.
Yeah, I offer him some words of comfort. It sounds like it sounds like these people were very important to you.
And he like looks at you and like puts a hand on your shoulder. John, you know, all guild members are important to.
Yeah, John will nod, and that's it.
Okay, yeah, you accept it, and yeah, you'll be one of the persons leading the funeral ceremony, offering words of comfort, not only to like wanderers members, fallen members, but also like the like civilians and others who die. Because there is one mass funeral, of course, the like all important city officials, the city council will be appearing, and you know this is like a huge event happening. Of course, the security is like buffed up. You see the security golems like around. You remember those golems specifically when Asmarius first arrived with them in. So he like supplies golems to like secure this.
Only 19.99. You can buy your own gold.
Yeah, so the like I don't want to much into detail because you know there's like much standard like funeral ceremony for and like with the priest, and the only question is because at some point there will be a chance for NPCs to like if somebody wants to come to the stand and like say some things, you know, words about what happened, you know, like in the typical like funerals when most of the people prepare eulogies.
Eulogy.
So if somebody will want to like take a stand and deliver a nice speech, then be my guest. Otherwise, some typical NPCs will offer words of encouragement that we will not bow to the face of terror, yada yada yada, you know.
Yeah, this sounds like it's the face.
Yep, always the face. But yeah,
If you don't have idea for speech, you don't want it, then it's fine.
I could make something up.
Or
I-
just say I make a speech, but I'm too tired, or I don't think of the entire speech, and
I make a
just,
speech.
and I-
It's
and-
really
and-
passionate.
and you just roll like diplomacy, because that with that speech we might say from that speech the process of recruitment began.
Alright. Right, so I walk up also like I make a speech how I feel kind of guilty that, well, the whole reason the Phantom Troop attacked us in the first place was to get back at our party in the first place, but then he goes on to say how they also affected him personally, how they destroyed his village, how they killed his father, how they kidnapped his mother, the number of crimes they've done, that this cannot go unpunished, that it will not go unpunished, and that he is glad to have such an extended family watching his back, and is no longer afraid of the nightmares that haunted him all these years. Because when he looks at the crowd in front of him, he does not only see the people who lost something dear to them. He sees an opportunity to fight back, to stand up and face a new dawn as a new man or woman. And yeah, I think that's about it. And
Okay.
make it,
Yeah, we
It-
can make
it-
a diplomacy check with, because that was a nice speech with so additional plus 10 bonus.
right? 58.
Yeah, so what happens that like at some points like some people like say so say we all, and then after we just finish, like both like all of the officials like look at you and they like start like
Applauding.
clasping, and then like it like the entire like cathedral like men and women and children like put their like hands to their heart and so say we all. Yeah, that role was really like the recruitment process will be like easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Mhm.
Okay, and after that, there's like typical wake,
And-
after
And
that,
now if you follow down the hall to the left, there's cake and juice to anyone who.
I mean, I imagine like most like all the taverns in the city this tonight they are getting like packed. There's like a really like
Also, check out the new inn at the Sanctuary Village, hint, hint.
Check out my new beer back at the village. Everyone's invited. You pay for your own beer though.
But yeah.
Yeah, somebody maybe says that tonight we remember our fallen, not only in pain, not in sorrow, but also with joy and optimism that we shall survive whatever is coming. So enjoy tonight's festivities, for tomorrow our hard work begins. Probably someone of the officials throws up. So yeah, people are riled up. So yeah, that's good.
Yep.
Okay.
Time to fight the Phantom Troop.
Well, out of character, what I said, I didn't exactly finish the like thing with them yet. Although I have something else. Like as the days and weeks are passing by, the things also that changed. Like as I mentioned previously, because it was beginning to snow after this past few weeks, it was like almost maybe non-stop snowing. So currently everything north from Deep Gulf, so you know, Asmarine, and basically to the left the Rolimia Republic, and maybe slightly to the right to the city of Soul Silver, and then to the north there's like a shit ton of snow, and the weather like usually is always like snowstorms and like very terrible weather, really cold. So that's the situation with the weather after those past weeks. What was going on with other stuff? Of course, Varian was good on the promise, and by some means, like whatever agents the Phantom Troop has left, either willing or brainwashed, they got taken out. So for now, they almost have no way of interfering with. The ability to act using minions is crippled, and also he managed to scoop up, maybe not only him, but that was a joint effort, to scoop up some like intel regarding members of the Phantom. So give me a moment. Let's open this baby up. Okay, so as you remember, you killed Guns, which was named Raynor. Of course, I can say because he wouldn't. The name is not important now. There was an assassin, which very original, named Hassan Isabah, and then there was a jackal, the half-fiend orc. So you don't exactly learn their names, but you learn who they are. So apart from that, I think you know that one of the... Until now, you knew that one of the Phantom Troop members was a succubus?
We also know one of them has
Yes.
the fancy samurai blades, at least I know that.
Yeah, and I think the third piece of information was that they have dedicated craftsmen in their group. Okay, so there's an intel that the leader of the Phantom Troop, he's probably an elf, not an elf, a drow. And there's huge certainty that he's a dragon disciple, so some sort of spellcaster.
Alright.
Then that succubus, what is more learned about her, that she's a summoner.
Mm-hmm.
And probably also has her own eidolon. Also there is the next person is another type of mage, a sorcerer change, and they think she's also a vampire sorcerer changeling. Then next dude this time, it's a Hampier and anti-paladin.
A vampire?
Vampire?
Yeah, Dampier.
Ah, okay.
Alright.
So it's meant a kind of animal.
Ampere is like a
They're
born,
undead.
like Blade,
Oh.
like born from a
Alucard.
vampire.
Was it Alucard like one? In
I don't know. I
Hellsing?
never played those games.
Alucard, I think he's a true Nosferatu.
Okay.
Blade was born from a woman who was bitten. And I think
Okay.
that's kind of what that means. It's
yeah,
kind of
so
the
like not a full vampire, more like a half vampire or something like that.
all of our strengths, none of our weaknesses kind of thing.
Yeah, he's not vulnerable to.
Making him golden hair and be really
But like
flashy.
you could go up to him and like use cure critical wounds on him and it'd hurt him.
Well, considering he's an anti-paladin, he's probably evil as fuck. So,
Make him look really, really like a nice,
although
nice
I
guy.
don't have his shit open, and I'm not sure if he gets injured by using positive energy on him.
Well, that's because he's a vampire, not because of his class.
Oh, possibly.
Technically.